First, deep exhalation. So focus the mind only on the breath. The mind should not wander anywhere. So anyway, 24/7 our mind is wandering. Please during this time of dhyana, make sure that you focus your mind on the breath. So as Bhagavan says in the Dhyana Yoga, what does it say? Yato yato nischarati manas chanchalam asthiram atastatasnyemnyetat atmanyeva vayam nashe. So you have to bring the focus of the mind, to bring the mind back on the Atman. So for now, focus on the breath, on prana, then we can move to Atman. So when the mind is fairly quiet, raise a thought, the supreme principle, which you're going to understand, the 7th chapter. Supreme Bhagavan, supreme principle is not something with name and form. It's beyond name and form. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha anandam brahmano vidvan nabheti kutascha neti. Supreme principle is beyond name and form. Yato vacho nivartante. Beyond vachaha. Vacha means that which can be brought into the fold of words, beyond name and form. And aprapya manasa saha. The mind cannot comprehend. That means what? You cannot comprehend supreme principle, Brahman, as something with this form. Today we'll get more clarity. Really, who is Bhagavan? And what is the real nature of Bhagavan? Real nature of Bhagavan is Anandam. Actually, Bhagavan's true nature is Anandam, Paramanandam, pure bliss, unadulterated bliss. Bliss that is beyond any sense object, beyond even what the mind can comprehend, absolute bliss. Once you know that, you become that nature. Anandam Brahmano Vidvan. You see, again and again the Veda mantras say Vidvan. Vidvan means you acquire this knowledge. It is Jnana Margam. Please understand. Initially, there is karma, there is upasana, and many other manifold activities. Finally, the absolute bliss can be obtained only by Jnanam, knowledge, Brahma Jnanam, which we are going to understand in today's class. So let's come back to this class and try and make an effort to see who is the real Bhagavan. Tigurubhyo namaha harihi om vakratanda mahakaya surya koti samaprabha nirbighnam kuru me deva sarva karyeshu sarvada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwara guru sakshat parambrahma tasmai shri gurave namaha nidhaye sarva vidyanam shaje bhavaroginam gurave sarva lokanam dakshinamurtaye namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्ते नमः अपार करुणा सिंधुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. All of you have that 6 shlokas ready with you or commit it to memory. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena bhasvata Jyotishamaphi tajyotihi Tamasah paramuchyate Jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam Nahi jnanena sadrisham Pavitramiha vidyate Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha Kalenatmani vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham nashitamatmanaha Esham adityavajnanam Prakashayati tatparam Ethaidhamsi samidhognihi Bhasmasat kuruterjuna Jnanagni sarvakarmani Bhasmasat kurute tatha Yasya sarve samarambhaha Kama sankalpa varjitaha Jnanagni dagdha karmanam Tamahu panditam budhaha Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Saptamodhyayaha Jnana Vijnana Yogaha Om Narayanah Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipacha medini Om. Let's chant Shloka 3 and start the class. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschindyatati Siddhaye Yatatamapi Siddhanam Kaschinmam Vetti Tattvataha Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Jnana Vijnana Yogaha. This chapter presents the essence of the entire Vedanta Shastra in a capsule. You have to pay a lot of attention, make notes, and systematically analyze this every day, because even one day you leave, some other, some other bhoot will get into the mind and then you will lose track. Paramatam Guru sir, correct? Always been satsang. Satsangatve nisangatvam. Now you see, Bhagavan in the shloka number 3 is making 2 important points. One, that the absolute knowledge which will confer on anyone supreme bliss, infinite happiness, is the knowledge of the supreme nature of Bhagavan. 1 point. That means what? What is the greatest knowledge one can get? It is not PhD, postdoctorate, Nobel Prize, that prize, this prize. The greatest knowledge that you can acquire, having been born as a human being, is the true nature of God. That means what? What do we know about Bhagavan now? I asked Ken, last class Saturday, Sunday he didn't come. You got Shankara Bhashyam book and I mentioned you are not there. Huh? See, exactly we'll catch you when you are not there. Huh? Ella class Bhashyam, I read the Bhashyam sentences. You are not available. What for you buying the book? Huh? Attend the class. I was there, but you're not in camera maybe. Okay, good. Okay. Now, what is that we know about Bhagavan? Come on, you can share. This is chat box. No, there's nothing called as foolish. It's all what we knew only, right? Who is Bhagavan for us? Bhagavan is somebody who should constantly bless us, give us money, give us position. Ram Subbu. Bhagavan is Bhagavan only when he does the following activities. Jayam Madam, correct? Whatever be our problem should be solved. And also Bhagavan should make sure no problem comes. Bhagavan role Krishna. This is the role we are given to Bhagavan. We are created Bhagavan and put a temple, done puja, everything, and said, Bhagavan, you have to take care of me, my family, my wife. First of all, me, then my wife, family, then forget about the rest of the world. Ne? Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya. No, nobody's bothered about it. Correct? Anyway, that is the role we are given for Bhagavan. Bhagavan does that role also. Not that Bhagavan will not do. But that is not the only understanding of Bhagavan. That is one. Second, what do we know of Bhagavan? You know Bhagavan has got some form. We have got different gods. How many gods you have got as per our Hindu Dharma? Some people say there are 3 gods. Some other people say there are 33 gods. Some other people say there are 33 crore gods. Correct? 33 crore gods. You know why these 33 crore gods has come? People should understand Sanatana Dharma properly. Each form of God is an expression of man's desire, human desire. So since Bhagavan is Param Brahman, everything, Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktihi, each one of us wants certain aspects. So we create a particular name, form, aradhana, puja, method of worship, upasana to get that. Correct? Radhakrishnan sir. Suppose you want to score 100% marks in mathematics and you're preparing for mathematics exam. If you study chemistry, physics, biology, zoology, if you study everything, will you get mathematics 100%? Should focus only on mathematics. Correct? Similarly, if you want money, people are there, want to focus only on money through Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, you get me money through this process. There's a process. See, Vedas are very nice. Who is Bhagavan? Our own understanding of Bhagavan, how we want to get Bhagavan, how to extract from Bhagavan. So what Mahan told, Bhagavan is invisible. With Bhagavan being invisible, we are all after Bhagavan to plunder from him. LV sir, suppose Bhagavan comes in front of you. I am real Bhagavan. I'll give you whatever you want. What will we do? We will take everything out of Bhagavan. Bhagavan will have to run away. That is why Bhagavan says, in Kali Yugam, I am as a Murti in the temple. And so we made Bhagavan Krishna Murti, Rama Murti, Hanumat Murti, Devi Murti. Now we are doing Abhishekam and that's very nice. Doing puja and asking Bhagavan for a lot of things. Anybody has gone to Bhagavan and asked Bhagavan, give me moksham? Acharya says, Parame Brahmani Kopina Saktaha. So when I said 2 messages Bhagavan is giving, one, try to know my real nature. Among thousands, only one person makes an attempt. And among them, rarely one succeeds in understanding Bhagavan Tattvataha. Write down. It's a very, very important word in Vedanta. Tattvataha, the real nature. Bhagavan, real nature, which is beyond name, form, energy, everything. What is this real Bhagavan? You need to understand. Why should we understand? Once you understand this, you will be rid of all sorrows. Samsara Nashanam, your entire Samsara Chakram will get totally dissolved because through the process of knowledge, of understanding, what is making us know life of misery? You tell me now. Interact. Chat again. Tell me. Why is our life miserable? 𝐒𝐵𝐚𝐲𝐚𝐫𝐚. Why is our life miserable? Because constantly we are yearning to get something that will make us happy. Correct? If this happens, I'll be happy. If this, no, if my mother-in-law goes away from my home, I'm very happy. Nah. If somebody comes home, I'm happy. If I achieve this, happy. If I get money, I'm happy. If I'm getting some problem with the body, I'm unhappy. Correct? Huh? Always chasing something, either acquisition or removal. Yes or no? Net. 𝐒𝐵𝐚𝐲𝐤𝐚𝐫𝐚. We are trying to acquire something to make us happy and trying to get rid of something that creates unhappiness. Correct? That's a life. So we use Bhagavan as a means. Whenever, whatever we want, Bhagavan should give that. Whatever we don't want, Bhagavan should take away also. So once you understand who is Bhagavan and understand your own true nature, you will be removed of the cycle of desires. Please understand. This constant yearning that one day, at one time, one place, I'll become happy. That will be totally removed. The fact that I will get happiness at some point in time, in some form, some fashion, due to some factor, is what is called avidya, or what? Ajnanam. The true knowledge is Bhagavan is beyond name and form, pure consciousness. I am also pure consciousness. I am beyond all this name and form. I have no desires. And so I'm eternally happy. Bhagavan is the nature of pure Anandam. That's what we did Dhyanam today. I am also pure Anandam. Purnamadah, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. So once you reach a state of eternal bliss, what happens? Then there is no hankering after anything. So 𝐒𝐵𝐚𝐲𝐚 is thinking, is it possible? One day will it happen? Yes, it will happen. Only if you dedicate to Vedanta Shastra, it will happen. So Bhagavan is saying that among thousands, one will try and what? To know the real nature of Bhagavan. And among them, rarely one succeeds. It's not only intellectual knowledge. Please understand. As I told you, Jnanam is no Jnanam if it doesn't finally translate into transformation of the individual to be the epitome of bliss 24/7. Today, what is our nature 24/7? Nah. Today, 24/7, you got some problem other than mind. All of switch on camera. Then camera we cannot switch on. J. Raghavanshi, Devika, Balachandran, Chetan Sharma. Ups and downs. So, there is a lot of proof point to show whether you are a realized person or not. So let us understand what is the process. So Bhagavan has laid the foundation. Among thousands, one knows, and Tattvataha, understand, Tat Tvam Asi. I told you, the real nature, not some camouflage nature. So to understand Bhagavan's true nature, I started a particular structure in the last class. All of you should put on your thinking hat. Who is Bhagavan? If you ask this question, what will be your answer? First, you'll say, see, Bhagavan is in the temple. You see, if you go and worship him, he'll give you everything. That's what you're thinking, right? Some time later, after thinking for some time, if a young person comes and asks the question, who is Bhagavan? Okay, all that is fine. You are saying Bhagavan will give that, will not give this. There is no proof. There is no guarantee whether really he gives or how it comes. Tell me really who is Bhagavan. Let us go systematically. So this person is called a Manda Adhikari. What? A casual questioner. Write down. A casual question, if it is posed to you, if it is given to you, who is Bhagavan? This should be your answer. I am not saying this. This is a special contribution of the first Acharya of the Kanchi Peetam, Sarvajñatma Muni. Write down. Chaturmasyam, let us remember the great sage. After Sureshwara Acharya, the first great Acharya of the Kanchi Peetam was Sarvajñatma Muni. He has written a wonderful, a very terse commentary on Brahma Sutras. So it's called, I will give you the details later. But anyway, in the beginning, he says, if anybody comes and asks who is Bhagavan, you should introduce Bhagavan as the creator of the entire universe. So simple answer. Nah. Again, you should show the whole universe. Look at the sun, moon, stars, planets, everything. They're all hanging in thin air. Huh? How do you think it has come? Huh? So Bhagavan is a creator of the entire universe. Clear? Huh? Fine, I understand. Now this person will say, curious, no? Basic curiosity is solved. Bhagavan is a creator. In Sanskrit, write down. In Sanskrit, for creating anything, we need two causes. Write down. One is called the material cause. Another is called the instrumental cause or the intelligent cause. Instrument, intelligent, both are one and the same. Are you getting what I'm saying? Fundamentals. Suppose I come to K&'s house, New Jersey. I'm not coming, I'm telling you. Already scared. I say, I want chapati. So what should you do? You should have material. What? Good atta you should have. Huh? With that material, can you make chapati and give me? No. There should be somebody intelligent to take that, make it properly and give something that is palatable. And don't make it like a rock hard, no stone. The intelligent person is required. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It's a joke, but for you to understand, I'm giving you this. So to create anything in the world, you need a material cause and an intelligent cause. Yes or no? Only material cause, can it give the end product? Only intelligent. Kane is a very good cook, is there. When I go there, he says, sir, nothing is available, sir. So you will not get it. Correct? I have to be upavasam on Ekadashi. Right? So like that, he will make me. So you need both. So when you look at the world, entire universe, this fellow is a very curious fellow. Elementary fellow, right? For him, some answer he wants to take this knowledge and go and talk somewhere in some podium. Instead of another, totally ignorant fellow, he'll say something. And I told you, among thousands of fools or in the land of blind, the one-eyed is a king. You know that? The entire universe is blind. One eye is a king. Kachah kanchana samsargat datte marakatim dyutim tathatat sannidhanena murkho yati praveenatam. Note down this. Go and learn this Subhashita later. Like that. So you define Bhagavan as the intelligent cause of the creation of the entire universe. Instrumental cause. Write down the scripture. Sarvajñatmani is written. Samkhepa Sharirakam. Wonderful scripture. Special essence of Brahma Sutras on Acharya Shankara's Bhashyam has been composed by, write down, Sarvajñatma Muni Samkhepa Sharirakam. Sometime back I told you, the name for Brahma Sutras is called what? Brahma Sutra Bhashyam Shariraka Mimamsa Brahma Sutras. Shariraka Mimamsam Brahma Sutras. Clear, right? Somebody, Kane is writing. Is equal to Brahma Sutras. Samkhepa Sharirakam. People are very busy, right? So even 2000 minutes back, you knew all of busy. So, summary, people don't have time to study complete Acharya's Bhashyam. He wrote that. In that introduction, is giving this. How to introduce Brahman or Bhagavan. So initially, you introduce to the curious seeker, the Manda Adhikari, as Bhagavan as an instrumental cause or intelligent cause. Can 5 of you say? You understand what is instrumental cause, intelligent cause? Do you all agree you need instrumental cause, intelligent cause, yes or no? Without intelligent cause, can you create anything, whether creation of whatever chapati I wanted or the universe, the principle is the same. Clear? Huh? So this person is happy. Oh, fine. Bhagavan is great. Say no? God is great. Ram Venkat, God is great. He's created entire universe. Fine. Gone. Gaya. Busy. Like all of us. Busy with office life, other life, and gone. There is somebody who slightly more what? curious. First person is casual seeker. Second person is curious seeker. Madhyamadhikari, we call. Madhyamadhikari. He says, no, all this is fine. How did Bhagavan create this entire universe? Did he do Jim Boom Ba and then create, no, like magic? Correct? Huh? And then Jim Boom Ba, magic. Huh? The name they used always. Huh? Did like this and created? How did this? No? Come. So then what? We have to give an answer. If we say that there was a matter principle different from Bhagavan, then the question will come, did the matter exist before Bhagavan or after Bhagavan? Bhagavan is what matter? That means if matter is preceding Bhagavan, that matter should be superior to Bhagavan. Our understanding is all thought process. This is actually a philosophy called Sankhya philosophy. The same Pradhanam. Matter is a supremest thing. So, to not confuse and create problem, to this Madhyama Adhikari, we say Bhagavan created the entire universe out of himself. The matter principle also came from Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is equal to what? The material cause, which is called Upadana Karanam. Write down Sanskrit words. Upadana Karanam. And the intelligent cause is called Nimitta Karanam. Unless you get into the structure of thinking, you cannot understand Bhagavan. Throughout your life, you'll only be doing Ram, 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 Rama, do some bhajana, nama, sankirtana, and then that's Bhagavan for you, and this life is gone. So now get the structure. Two causes, Upadana Karanam plus Nimitta Karanam. Material cause plus instrumental cause. Matter principle plus the intelligent principle called the consciousness principle. Consciousness precedes or presupposes intelligence. It will become very heavy now. You have to start thinking. Maybe 10 p.m. is not the right time for East Coast people. But anyway, so I said, take coffee and sit down. Understand now? Put the structure. Upadana Karanam plus Nimitta Karanam. Material cause plus instrumental cause. Matter principle plus consciousness principle. I didn't have time in the last class. I rushed and started by saying Bhagavan is equal to matter plus consciousness. I'm giving you structure now. Are you getting the point? So this person, what? Second category, what is he called as? Are you all in the class or not? First category is a casual seeker. Bhagavan is equal to Nimitta Karanam. Second category is equal to curious seeker, Madhyama Adhikari. For him, Bhagavan is what? Upadana Karanam plus Nimitta Karanam. Heavy, you see? Within 5 minutes, I can give you information to make you think for 2 hours. It's not easy to digest what I'm saying. Yes or no? Rajendra sir, Purirda. So, Upadana Karanam plus Nimitta Karanam. Correct? So far, all happy, fine. So, this person is happy. So, Bhagavan is both matter and he doesn't need to have separate matter. Question he'll ask, how is it possible? Can one entity have both matter and intelligence together? So, we point out to the wonderful insect called spider. Nah. Hollow is spider or not? Spider, we are busy only hitting the spider and throwing it out. See, Vedanta, we use spider to learn also. Spider creates a web. Where is the matter for that? See, a bird creates a nest. Where does it get that all the ingredients from somewhere else? Correct? We create a house. Can we become mud, wood, stone, everything? We take it from somewhere, right? Whereas spider, wonderful. That's why web. That's why World Wide Web. You all don't understand. Spider web today WWW has come actually. Web of knowledge has been spread only by spider. See? So there is a Mundaka Upanishad mantra. Ethornanabhi sujate grinhate cha. Urnanabhi. Just like a spider creates its own place of living, matter from its own internal system. And how does it do? It's a very, very intelligent insect. You tell me, anybody can create a structure which can define gravity? No, it defines gravity, right? It defies gravity or not? It's hanging down. It's creating it. Has it got intelligence or not? Nagaraj avare, namkinta buddhi jasti. Nodi. So, using an example, what are the examples? That means Bhagavan is not spider. Suddenly don't make Bhagavan Spider-Man. Nah. Bhagavan is spider, so Spider-Man agade Bhagavan. It's all example. Pama eka deshaha. Please understand that. So far, are you with me? See how nicely you can introduce Bhagavan. Bhagavan is actually nature of Anandam, right? Happiness, like Krishna Paramatma. Happily you learn, no tension, only attention. Okay. So now quickly write the 2 points. For the casual seeker, Bhagavan is Upadana Karanam, Mandadhikari. For the curious seeker, Bhagavan is Upadana Karanam plus Nimitta Karanam. You all understand? What is Upadana Karanam? What is Nimitta Karanam? You should answer in the chat. It's a very serious subject. I'm not in front of you. At least 5 people should chat back and say, yes, I understand. Okay. So, for the curious seeker, then like all of you, there is some advanced seekers like Ram Subbu or Guru Arpan Sir. Okay. They will ask, why should Bhagavan create this universe? He's got no other job, is it? We don't have any place to say we construct house, we buy car, we do all those things, we go to bank, put money there. Huh? Why should Bhagavan create this? And then we also say, no, this Bhagavan has created this world, he has created me, put me into the world, given all the problems, and is watching all the fun from somewhere. Ramesh Venkateshan? What? We are singing. What is the meaning? Plaything. You are putting me in the world and watching all the fun. Very nice song. Yes or no? Krishna no song Manala song song pada Vedantam pedum. Actually, sometimes you should have a kacheri on all these songs. Right? So, why should Bhagavan create this? So, I'm not fully convinced that Bhagavan should be Upadana Nimitta Karanam and create the universe. What is the real nature of Bhagavan? I'm not able to understand. That fellow should really become mad about knowing God. Not mad about money, mad about other desires. Deep down desire to know the real God. It cannot be only matter principle. It cannot be only an instrumental cause or intelligent cause. It should be beyond all these things. What is that real Bhagavan? Why should he create the universe? He or she should create the universe. First of all, is it he or she or what? So when that real desire comes, it's called Mukshutvam. Write down. Deep down desire to know Bhagavan, get rid of samsaram is called what? Mukshutvam. This person is called a Uttama Adhikari. So we say, come, sit down and study Vedanta Shastras systematically for 3-4 decades under a competent teacher, traditional teacher to understand this. So I will tell you now, after the end of this chapter, you will get the answer to why should Bhagavan create. What is the real nature of Bhagavan? Is it beyond just material cause and instrumental cause? So for now, our understanding is Bhagavan is equal to what? Upadana Karanam plus Nimitta Karanam, material cause plus intelligent cause, matter principle plus consciousness principle. Matter is fundamental matter. Write down. Fundamental matter is called Maya Tattvam. It's called Prakriti, Maya, Avyakritam, Avyaktam. Lot of definitions are there. This is unmanifest matter. Write down. Not the matter you're seeing in front of us. No, what you're seeing in front of us, the stone, mud, cement. No, not that. To come to this is called gross matter. What you are seeing and experiencing in the world is called gross matter. Below the gross matter, before that, matter was subtle, and before that was subtlest. Then subtler, the subtlest matter principle is called Maya Tattvam. So Tattvataha. Somewhere we heard no Tattvataha. Where is Tattvataha? Anybody, we are in the class or not? Here only 7.3. Correct, Rajendran sir. Huh? Don't need to go somewhere else. Tattvataha. Clear? Huh? So one Tattvam called Ishvara Tattvam, Brahma Tattvam is what? Sukshmadi Sukshma Upadana Karanam Maya Tattvam. And this Maya Tattvam is Bhagavan. What is the proof? I told you in the last class. What is that? Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Bhagavan says, Mama Maya. That means what? My Maya. It is not somewhere else. Somebody cannot create that. Not Big Bang theory and all. So I say scientists can never find the real matter principle. Clear? Huh? Don't confuse subtlest matter with the gross matter in front of you. Are you getting the point? Nah. Sandhyavandhanam Monday told in Upanyasam. Ram Ram Subbu. If the gross matter is same as the matter principle as Ishvara Tattvam, then Bhagavan should be in front of you. When you're touching it, should be touching Bhagavan. Correct? Huh? If you got the Jnanam, then what you're seeing, hearing, smelling will be Bhagavan. But grossly, it cannot be Bhagavan. Are you getting the point? Very subtle principles. Now, please understand that. So, subtlest matter principle which undergoes transformation. I told you, properties of elements and compounds. Remember all those things. Elemental property is very different from the property of the compound. So, when Maya gets transformed into the world, its name, form, qualities, everything will change. So, the fundamental matter principle is devoid of any impurities. Because some people say, sir, matter is full of impurities, sir. So, Bhagavan has got impurities. Na Sundarama? Brihaspati solluvaanga. So the fundamental matter is devoid of impurities, and so Ishvara Tattvam, so matter principle. Clear? Huh? I told you now 2 columns. Last class I told you. So matter principle and the consciousness. Why is required? Without intelligence, you cannot convert matter into a product. Example I gave. That's why all the examples are fundamentally given. First, Madhya Pradesh should be taken care of. Khana. Then only Uttar Pradesh will work. That's why I told you chapati. Yeah? Understood now, no? So, clear? So, understand, without intelligent cause, matter alone cannot solve your problem. Without matter, only intelligence cannot solve the problem. Yes or no? Nah. That is why you say, Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yedi Bhavati. Why? Both are required. This all comes out as Puranas, in Itihasas, as 2 principles, Shiva and Shakti, consciousness principle and matter principle. You see, so much of theory is there to understand Itihasa, Purana. You know, fundamental Vedic, Vedantic knowledge is required to make sense of what is happening in all the stories. You know, 𝐕𝐚𝐲 ಎಲ್ಲ ಕತೆ ತರ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅಂತೆ ಕಂತೆ ಸಂತೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Ante Kante Sante in Kannada means Rama Iddante Ante. It seems he was there. Kante Sante we say. Huh? So please understand. So this is the fundamental structure you should have. That Bhagavan is equal to Bhagavan. Here it's Parambrahma Tattvam. Supreme Being is equal to what? Matter principle plus consciousness principle. The matter principle is the lower nature of Bhagavan. Next, write down. The lower nature is called Apara Prakriti. Para means great. Apara means lower. The word Prakriti is used because they are involved in creation. Kriti means creation. Prakriti. Prakarshena kritihi. Are you understanding? Prakriti means what? The natural elements that exist which help in creation is called Prakriti. So here, the matter principle is required or not for creating the universe. Ramesh Venkatesan, your postdoctoral, the highest thing you can study. Albert Einstein has remarked, where metaphysics stops, Vedanta starts. Highest knowledge of metaphysics is what? No, what do you talk about? No physics and all. No, the real science of Vedanta starts there. Yeah. So, matter principle is called lower nature, is called apara prakriti. Then what? Without what? The consciousness, intelligent cause, you cannot create the universe. That's called what? Para prakriti. Understand now? Now the structure has come. For the Madhyama Adhikari, Ishvara Tattvam, Brahma Tattvam is equal to Apara Prakriti plus Para Prakriti. Abba. Have got it so far? So far, is it clear? Are you clear? So far? Huh? Apara Prakriti plus Para Prakriti. Now, what is the uniqueness of Bhagavan as Apara Prakriti plus Para Prakriti? Matter plus consciousness. Now you see, when you see Bhagavan as two principles, have both originated from the same supreme principle or not? Kala madam, solunga, correct? Or from different sources? Nah. You have hardware from somewhere, software from somewhere, correct? That's why Google and Apple combine everything and give you an instrument with everything packed in. So they can keep on monitoring whatever you're doing, correct? Nah. So, have they come from same principle or not? Lalita madam, correct? Come from same supreme principle, right? If many things come from the same principle, or write down all these things, there should be many factors that are common to both. Yes or no? X, are you understand what I'm saying? So we have to recognize what are the factors, what are the characteristics common to both. What? Matter principle and consciousness principle. Apara prakriti and para prakriti. Write down, put the column. I've made this all. You should make all these things. Structure to know Bhagavan. All the things I'm saying, whatever is applicable to matter, apara prakriti, all should come in this column. Whatever you get first, put it. Then later you reorganize. Then everything do with what? Para prakriti, consciousness, intelligent cause. What? Instrumental cause, right side column. We'll give right side to intelligence. Clear? Put everything there. Clear? So there should be some aspects. It should be common to both. Yes or no? Raman, correct? What is it that is common to both the matter and consciousness principle? Write down. The common factor for both matter and consciousness principle, apara prakriti and para prakriti, is that both are anadi anantam. Write down. Anadi. Anadi means what? You cannot say it only this point in time it started. Okay? Anantam means what? It is everywhere. Wherever you see matter, matter should be there. Clear? Huh? So for both matter and consciousness, they are anadis. And you can ask, sir, what happens when there is something called as pralayam, they say, dissolution of the whole universe? What happens to the matter principle? Matter principle doesn't get lost. It is existing as sukshma tattvam, as maya tattvam. Clear? Huh? It is like your DNA code. Look at Sitaraman. Can you all see your DNA code? You all know what is DNA? Yes or no? Science to know Vedanta. Huh? What is DNA? Ganesh Ramurthy. It is what you are actually, you know. What you are is defined by your DNA. Unknown, unseen, correct? Huh? How much space is required to keep the DNA? Tell me. It's very subtle, right? Subtler than the subtlest thing that is defining each and every individual, yes or no? That's what I'm saying. Entire analysis in modern cure for all great diseases is happening on DNA only. Do you know that? For incurable diseases, they are going to DNA to find a solution because something is there hidden. Correct? Huh? Like that, everything is coded and available in Maya Tattvam. So when right opportunity comes, that will once again start the creation cycle, and sustenance and dissolution goes on and on. So the subtlest aspect becomes subtler, then grossified, creates the universe, exists for some time, then goes back into what? Subtler than subtlest. Clear, huh? Should remember in sloka. Everything is based on sloka, facts, not some blasphemy, not inner engineering, not some art. Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Somewhere you heard this, no? Forgotten. Huh? 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 Connect everything. You have to have total knowledge. Clear? Huh? So that is how the creation happens. So what is common to both? Both are anadi anantam. If both are one and the same, can creation happen? That's the next step. Every argument, it's called tarkam, nyayam, logic, logical approach. Suppose both are, suppose Cain is there, he is a cook. Can he himself create chapati for me? No. He is another entity, right? It should be different from him or not? Nah. Can he become, cannot become, right? So similarly, there should be differences between what? The matter principle and consciousness principle. Are you getting my point? Some things have to be common because the source is the same. Even though the source is the same, they have to be different because their functionality is different. So are you clear with me? Enough to confuse you? Interesting or not? Can 5 people say? Is it interesting or boring? If you really try to understand Bhagavan, you'll lose sleep for 2 reasons. One, because it's very interesting. 2, the desire is no real Bhagavan will increase. Some real desire is there, how can you get sleep? Correct? Huh? So, what are the differences between? So, all to be understood. The structure should be formed in the mind. Then, when you study all these slokas, it becomes very easy. Please understand, entire Vedanta, thousands of pages condensed for us by Bhagavan out of great Karunamayi. He has now come down to give us a capsule. You all now want that capsule, right? How many of you are interested in taking Ayurveda medicine? Take the same powder for 15 days. You all want it in one capsule. Like that, Bhagavan has come. Ramesh Venkateshan, Bhagavan theriyum. Kaliyugathila jananga eppadi irupanga illaya? Even capsule. Bhagavad Gita is a capsule. For that, you know the complete Vistharma theriyum munnadi. So, now write down. What are the differences between matter principle and consciousness principle? First one. The matter principle is achetanam. It doesn't have any consciousness. If matter had consciousness, imagine what would have happened. Rajendran sir, Mukundrangan. Suppose you kept a pot of milk or water on the heater. If the matter had consciousness, what happened? Heat starts increasing. It will jump out. Take me, I will not be there. What will happen? Please look at Bhagavan's creation. He's done everything for us. You don't want to understand this properly and live a happy life. You want to find problems everywhere. Everything is a problem. So nice. I'm telling you, once you understand all these things, Guru sir, Jagadeka Nandanavanam Sarvasya Kalpadhrumaha. What a nice creation. Everything so beautifully organized. So he created all the matter so that it can work for you. All these are part of mantras. In different Upanishads, Shvetashvatara Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, all says beautifully. The matter is created inert so that it can follow the intelligent fellow. Correct? Mava putta pesayano, Ken. Appadan chapati correct? If it has got consciousness, suppose you take a living being and try to squeeze it, what will happen? Will it allow you to squeeze? And also you hit. Can you do it? So all these matter principle are inert. Whereas what? The para prakriti, higher nature is chetana tattvam, right down. Nature of consciousness. Clear? Unconscious, inert and conscious. Second, importantly, the matter principle is sagunam, right down. Guna sahitam should have all the qualities. Yes or no? To make, good chapati, good sabji and all, should have what? Salt, vegetable, dal, everything. Different things should be there, right? If that has no taste, no quality, no color, Ram Sambhu, if there is ashabda vasparshamarupam hamvyayam. Hot food, nirasam, there's nothing. You say food is useless, correct? That's why so many varieties are there. I'm using food as an example. That you mind ulla pona, Bhagavan Tattvam pona, using that. So matter is full of color, full of different qualities, shape, form, sagunam. Clear? Whereas the supreme principle is nirgunam. Suppose, for example, I told you, last class also I told you, you all go and watch film, right? This is the most important thing in the film. Anybody? Now, by now you should know, Vedantic student. In the film, what is the most important thing? Screen. Abba. People are understanding this. If the screen had multiple colors, the screen had multiple forms, everything. What will happen to the picture? The screen start dancing. When the dance is happening, what will happen? You tell me. Screen should be stable. Screen should not have any color, correct? If anybody has got a colored screen which picture is projected, what will happen? All the examples. Chaos, correct. So the supreme principle, which is para prakriti, higher nature, something has to be stable, write down. That principle which is supporting the entire universe also cannot be dancing. If you got a lot of qualities, what will happen? You start acting, correct? Action will start. If you got the quality, how to dance, you'll be dancing, you'll be singing, you'll be doing something, correct? The supreme principle, higher nature is what? Nirgunam, write down. No, beyond any shape, form, quality. Are you understanding so far? Is it tough or easy? Saudhamani, are you understanding? It's all jnanam, jnanamargam, not just doing some bhajana or some inner engineering. It is all very deep Vedantic concept. Explained to you in a very simple way. Hopefully you're understanding all these things. Clear? So the higher nature, para prakriti, is nirgunam. That's why when you talk about Upanishads, for the Uttama Adhikari, all these mantras will come. Ashabdamasparshamarupam 𝐿𝐿 yattadadreshamagrāhyamagotramavarnam achakshushrotram. Are you getting now? All these mantras are chanting. Where to connect them? What? Sagunam, nirgunam, padana karanam, nimitta karanam. Then what? Maya tattvam, chaitanya tattvam. So first is achetanam and chetanam. Second is sagunam and nirgunam. Third, savikaram, matter principle has got savikaram. Savikaram means what? Subject to change of shape. Vikaram. Vikaram means what? It can undergo different shapes. Correct? There's only one size, Rajasagar. How will you put the cloth to different, right from 6 months to 60 years? Different size, different shape, different color is required, right? Savikaram. Matter is vikara sahitam savikaram. Whereas the higher nature is nirvikaram. There is no change in shape, form, or anything. Correct? Are you getting so far? There are differences. Most importantly, the last one, matter principle is mithya. Write down. Matter has everything. Write down. Matter has got name, form, quality, everything. Remember the film reel. But it lacks one important thing. And what is that? Existence. Called the Sat principle. It does not belong to what? Matter. So it has got everything but needs para prakriti, supreme principle, the higher nature to manifest. Is there slightly difficult? Anyway, for now, because this is not understood by most people. Most scientists don't understand. Existence is different from the matter principle. So it's called mithya. Mithya means what? Seemingly existent. Something else is making it exist. And if you take that existence principle out of the matter, matter does not exist. This is Vedanta, very difficult. Advaita Vedanta, Krishnayar, tough. Right? So the lower nature, matter principle, apara prakriti is called mithya, and the higher nature, which is nothing but sat chit anandam, of the nature of pure existence, pure consciousness, pure bliss. Similarly, I'll tell you, happiness does not belong to any matter principle. People don't understand this. People say, where is happiness? Happiness is with my wife, with my child, with my girlfriend, boyfriend, that is money, position, jalebi, jangri. We think happiness is there. Happiness does not belong to anything that is matter. Happiness is there only in Brahman. These fellows are all borrowing. Like we borrow, no EMI scheme. They all borrow happiness from there and reflect the happiness. So we are all very happy. So please understand, absolute bliss, absolute existence is Satyam, which is higher nature, which is Para Prakriti, and the lower nature is Mithya. Then write down next. The lower nature is Anekaha, manifold, is all you know. There will be multiple, right? There's only one, what happens? Difficult. Whereas supreme principle, higher nature is Ekaha. Somebody make the table properly. Huh? And whoever makes it efficiently can share with the rest. Because the more you share, you will learn more. Last and very important is Mithya is called Paratantram, dependent upon the higher nature, the consciousness principle, the truth principle for its existence. Paratantram. Paratantram means my existence, my activities, all my happenings are subject to something else, dependent on something else. Whereas the higher nature, Para Prakriti is Swatantram. Apara Prakriti is equal to Paratantram. Para Prakriti is equal to Swatantram. Pathingla? Sarvatantra Swatantra Chidananda Swarupam. So much is required. You go through all this again, revise it properly, be prepared. We will read one shloka today for having done all these things. Is that what Bhagavan told? Sir, you are saying all this looks like no English, science, physics, chemistry. Ramesh Venkateshan. Bhagavan is Sarvajnaha. He is told that. Let us read shloka number 4 and 5. I will take 5 minutes more. Give a brief overview for you to get confident that this is what Bhagavan has told, and come back in the next class and go in detail. Very important. So don't run away. Learn this for 5 minutes and go. Sri Bhagava. I will chant everything together myself. Okay, you chant with me. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Bhumirapo Nalo Vayuhu Khammano Buddhirevacha Ahankara iti yamme Bhinna Prakriti Rashtadha. Together. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Bhumirapo Nalo Vayuhu Khammano Buddhirevacha Ahankara iti yamme Bhinna Prakriti Rashtadha. Shloka number 4 is equal to matter principle, is equal to apara prakriti, is equal to all the other qualities I told you, the left column. Clear? Parango. I'm structuring Gita like this for you. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. Nobody's done it. That's why you come to Brahmavidya and learn properly. Clear? Now the right column. The para prakriti. What? The higher nature is told in shloka number 5. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Apareyamitasvanyan Prakritim Vidhi Me Param Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. Together. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Apareyamitasvanyan Prakritim Vidhi Me Param Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. After getting the background, Meenakshi madam, when you say 𝐒𝐴𝐷𝐻 𝐊𝐵𝐚𝐷 𝐽agate, your hair should stand on one end. Should get absolute bliss. So what is Bhagavan saying? Shloka number 4. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐵𝐚 me bhinna prakritihi. Underline prakritihi ashtadha. Since the matter is infinite, manifold, Bhagavan just condenses to 8 key principles. That's why you say Ashtamurti. Dakshinamurti Shlokam. Bhuram bham senalo nilom varamahar natho himamshu puman. Ityabhati chara charat makamidam yasyaiva murtyashtakam. Understand now? To study Dakshinamurti Shloka, you need Vedantic knowledge. So, Ashtadha. So, for simplicity's sake, Bhagavan categorizes the matter into 8 broad categories and says that is Prakriti. Prakriti hi Ashtadha is what? Is my lower nature. What Bhagavan told. Nobody knows me properly. I am teaching about my nature. That's what Bhagavan told Shloka number 3. Shloka number 4, Apara Prakriti, 8 broad categories of matter principle. So far clear? Nah. How much time you need to go and revise now? All of you are ready to revise? Next 2 days, Saturday, come back for no proper understanding. Huh? Next. Is that what is Bhagavan? Vimalvi? No. Apareyam. Apareyam itihi tu anyam Prakritim. Underline Prakritim again. Vidhi me param. Para Prakriti. Jiva bhutam mahabhaho 𝐒𝐴𝐷𝐻 𝐊𝐴𝐷𝐻 𝐽agate. So there is a principle that is beyond this lower nature, that of mine, my higher nature, which is a sustenance principle, 𝐼𝐴𝐷𝐻, which holds the entire universe. Not only the universe, Jiva Bhutam, even all the living beings are sustained. So here Bhagavan is introduced higher nature as an existence principle, supporting principle, Dhariyate Jagat. So the universe as exists, hanging as if in the entire space. Something should be supporting space. Na, GMER? Na. That's why you say Tasmadva he tasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. Anyway, are you getting the point? So, higher nature and the lower nature. Combination of these two is Bhagavan. Systematic analysis will finally help you understand that the higher nature is the real one. The lower nature is sort of Vyavaharam. Like all of us, like what? Confused people, we get colluded and spend our entire life in the matter principle, field of matter, people, emotions, thought, tension, stress, anxiety, money, gone. Life is gone. Unless you tune to the higher nature, understand that you are the true bliss. Bhagavan is purely Anandam. This samsara chakram won't end. You will never attain eternal happiness. So Bhagavan is saying, I'm going to teach you all these things so that you make that your goal of life. Understand this Vedantic knowledge clearly. So far clear? Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Who's starting? What?
Namaskaram, Guruji.
Kala madam. Chant madam.
Om Sri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Atat Chaturto Dhyayah Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogaha. Sloka 7 to 14, Guruji. 7 to 13. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna vitaraga bhaya krodhaha मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञानतपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः काङ्क्षन्त कर्मणां सिद्धिं यजन्त इह देवताः क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्म विभागशः तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्यकर्तारमव्ययम् ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Very good chanting, Kalamanam. See, Bhagavan has clearly told why he comes. Because we create all trouble. Somebody should come and remove all the troubles. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamyaham. Very good. So, all of you are now keen to understand Bhagavan properly or not? Some fundamental knowledge has come. There you understand? We'll pick it up from here and go forward. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Tat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Bhavantu Satyayeta. Come back on Saturday morning for what? Understanding how to know this knowledge. Yasyasi, 18th chapter. Narayana. Hari Om.